If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you may have spotted me using this battery-powered portable monitor before. And a few of you have asked me what it is, so I thought I'd just make a video about it, show you the features of this product and tell you what I think. So this is a portable battery-powered monitor, and it's made by a company called Pepper Jobs. And I'll pop their logo up on the screen. Now, to be clear, I've spent my own money on this product. I'm not in touch with Pepper Jobs in any way, and they haven't sponsored me, so my opinion is my own. I was in the market for a small monitor that was portable and battery powered, and I did a lot of shopping around, and what I found was that a lot of these screens have very poor color reproduction, or you'd get a situation where the screen supports display input over USB-C but not HDMI, or it supports HDMI and not USB-C, and I wanted both. This particular screen does both. Now, the product name is a bit of a mouthful. This is the Pepper Jobs XtendTouch XT1610F version 2. This particular one has touch support built in, although I don't personally use that. And they do a model as well without touch support, and they also do a smaller model, I believe. Now, the monitor itself comes in very nice packaging. In fact, let me show you. I have the box here. Beautiful sort of black and gold finish. And when you open it up, it's just as nice on the inside. They've really got their packaging sorted. And you find a lot of these brands on the internet that you've never heard of before, and you take a punt on it and it comes in really crummy packaging, and I don't like that. So I was really pleasantly surprised with the packaging and the overall build quality of this device. I will say it's not the cheapest. In the UK this is £309, in the US it's $329. Now, of course, you can get a larger display that offers better performance for that kind of price, but you don't get the portability. So I've got the unit stood here on its magnetic stand. So this is a sleeve that you get with the screen. So let me just show that to you. It sort of unfolds and it just magnetically attaches to the monitor. It's quite strong, the magnet, so I think I would be cautious about putting this in a laptop bag if I had a conventional spinning hard disk or anything like that. And I don't use this anymore, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So the screen itself, it's an IPS panel. It's really quite nice. You've got a power button on the front. It will run on battery, or you can run it on mains power. On this side, you've got access to the on-screen menus, and there's a USB-C charging input, and it does come with a power adapter to go with it. And it will pass through power to the USB-C input on the other side. And this makes it ideal for using, if say you're going on holiday and your kids have got a Nintendo Switch or something like that. This is a kind of ideal product. Just plug the switch power supply in one side, connect the switch on the other, it will charge the switch and you'll get the display. There are also speakers built into this. There are 4 speakers altogether, and yeah, they're not very good as you expect really. But it's nice to have them there in a pinch. So on this side, along with the USB-C input, we've also got a mini HDMI input, which was important to me. And there's a USB Type-B socket there. And you do get a little adapter there, so you can effectively use this as a USB hub. The panel itself is an IPS type, 15.6 inches, supports 1080p resolution at 60 Hz. It also claims to support HDR as well. The important thing about this screen, though, is that it has 72% of NTSC color coverage. And that doesn't sound like a lot, does it? Because you sort of think, well, 72%, why isn't it 100%? But actually, that's pretty good for a screen like this. It means you're getting 16.7 million colors. And a lot of these screens that you get don't offer anything like that, and the color looks awful on them. This one I think is actually pretty good. So let me just pop the screen down a minute because I'm tired of holding it, and I want to show you the stand that I bought. This is an optional extra that they sell. It's quite a neat device. It folds up and you could pop that in your laptop bag. It's fairly weighty, I will say that about it. So if you don't want to lug a load of weight around, then maybe not so good. But I don't know, you want to go and code in a coffee shop or somewhere and you want that extra screen, well, it's a great option. And can also double up as an iPad holder as well. So quite neat. You can adjust the angle here of the holder, and it's just literally a sort of spring-loaded holding device there. So there's no protection if you lean the screen forwards, and I keep doing that, I have to say, because you sort of think it's like a normal monitor on a stand, but yeah, it will just fall forwards if you're not careful. It is height adjustable as well. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. So let me show you how the screen just rests on it. There we go. Got a nice weighty base which keeps the screen nice and stable. It turns out to be quite a nice little mini monitor to go with my Mac Mini, and it's been really useful actually to have on the channel for testing purposes. I also use this with my Raspberry Pi 400, and I use it to quickly test other machines as well, without having to get out a big monitor and plug it in and all the rest of it. The batteries, that's 10,800 milliamp hours, and you get maybe 5 or 6 hours performance on battery, which is, you know, pretty decent. I have it plugged in most of the time when it's on my desk. The only thing that I would have preferred is if all of the sockets were on one side of the monitor. Having the power over this side and the connectivity over this side is a little bit clunky because it means you've got wires coming out either side of the monitor. So the 10-point capacitive touch functionality, I've never actually used it, I'll be honest, so I can't comment on how good it is. But it only works on operating systems that support touch like that. So when it comes to your Mac, you don't really get much at all. If you're on Mojave, then you can have basic click and drag functionality if you download the driver, I believe. From Catalina onwards, there's no support. And if you were to plug your iPad or your iPhone into this, then you're not going to get any touch support. Likewise, we mentioned the Nintendo Switch, again, no touch support. So Windows 10, no problem, you'll be able to use touch, possibly with Linux as well, Chrome OS. And I think they say Raspbian as well. So your mileage may vary on that. They claim the screen has super wide viewing angles, so yeah, they're pretty good. I'm sort of watching myself on the little display here. Perhaps you can tell whether that's good or not. I've got no complaints. I'm quite happy to sit in front of this and use it. The only thing that I would say about it is if you're used to using something like a MacBook Pro, you know, with the glass fronted screen, you will sort of find that this is it's got that kind of fuzzy matte finish to it. And like I say, you can kind of see the capacitive touch interface underneath the layer of the screen. So if you know that you're not going to need touch, then you might be better off going for the version without. It wasn't in stock when I ordered, so I just went for the one that had everything on. So they offer the 16-inch version without the touch functionality, and they also offer a 13-inch version with the touch functionality. And I'd be very interested to review that, but I don't have a specific need to go and spend my money. If Pepper Jobs are watching and they want to send me one for reviewing, which I can send back to you, then I'll be more than happy to review it on the channel. But if you're in the market for a portable screen like this and you've gone shopping on Amazon and you've seen all of those very attractively priced deals, but you're just not quite sure, I'd say check the reviews of those products on Amazon. They often don't get a very good review. And consider looking up Pepper Jobs. You can find their website. I'll put a link to it in the description. Again, I've got no affiliation. I don't earn any money from that. It's just as a courtesy to you guys to help you out. They do have a UK store as well with UK shipping. And they also offer a number of other products. It's all really nice quality. The packaging is top notch. I think it's good value for money. So I'm very pleased to have discovered them. Overall, I think it's worth the money, although I do believe you need to buy the stand for it. And that's £25 or $25 extra. Things they could improve then. The finish of the display itself could be improved for a bit better clarity, although the color reproduction is excellent. Swap this port over to this side. Some better quality speakers wouldn't go amiss, although how good they can get them in this tiny case, I don't know. I really like the fact that you can connect via HDMI. That gives you so much more functionality. But then having the USB-C input as well, that's brilliant too. And it does work fine with the M1 Mac Mini. It even recognises on boot up, which not all USB-C displays do. But this one does work fine with the Mac Mini. In fact, it's the main display that I use with my Mac Mini. I have my main workstation plugged into my main screen, so most of the time the Mac Mini is just using this little display tucked away on the corner of my desk. Very neat. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, don't forget to support the channel with just one click of that subscribe button. Maybe I did enough to earn a thumbs up, or a thumbs down if that's your style, but in any case, hopefully see you again soon for some more geekery.